Have you ever wondered why bad things happen even to people who seek God with all their hearts? Maybe you've looked at your life and said, "Lord, I pray, I believe, but why am I going through this?" If that question has ever crossed your mind, know that you are not alone. Men and women of faith like Job, Joseph, and even the Apostle Paul also faced moments of deep pain. And just like them, you may be going through something that feels unfair, heavy, and even meaningless. But the truth is that there is a hidden purpose behind every tear. And today I want to show you why God allows bad things to happen. An answer that may shake your faith, but also renew your hope. God's word reminds us in Romans 8:28, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose." This means that even the bad things that happen in our lives are not out of God's control. He does not cause evil, but many times he allows certain situations because he has something greater prepared. What seems like pain, injustice, or silence today may actually be the very tool God is using to shape your faith, strengthen your heart, and align you with his purpose. When we look at the Bible, we see that no suffering was in vain. Joseph's prison led him to the palace. Job's losses revealed God's faithfulness, and Paul's struggles turned into eternal testimonies. In other words, behind every tear there is an invisible purpose, and God promises that nothing in your life will be wasted. 1. God tests our faith. Just as gold is refined in the fire, our faith is also tested in trials. James 1:3 says, "The testing of your faith produces perseverance." Every difficulty you face is not meant to destroy you, but to purify your trust in God. In the end, your faith comes out stronger and firmer. 2. God has a greater purpose. Often, only after going through pain do we understand what God was doing. Joseph was sold as a slave, but in the end he realized that God was preparing him to save an entire nation. Maybe today you don't understand, but later you'll see that your suffering opened the door to something greater. 3. Our life becomes a testimony. The struggles we face don't impact just us, but also those around us. Paul, even in chains, wrote letters that still strengthen millions of Christians today. Your pain may be the answer to someone else's prayer. What you live through may inspire and lift up someone who has already lost hope. Maybe today you're going through a time of pain and can't understand why. The enemy wants to use this moment to pull you away from God, but the Lord wants to use this very situation to draw you even closer to him. The story of Job shows us this clearly. After losing everything, he remained faithful, and God restored his life twofold. This means that no matter how great your pain is, God's promise is even greater. So don't give up. What seems like the end for you today may actually be the beginning of a new season. The Lord is shaping your faith, preparing your victory, and using your life as a testimony. If this word spoke to you, write in the comments which area of your life you want to place in God's hands so we can pray together. And don't forget, in the next video I'll show you how to transform pain into spiritual strength to overcome any battle.